Yo, what's up? It's Ashton, aka Mr. Ashton Renee. So, I'm gonna talk a little quiet because I'm sure my sweet mates are sleeping. But this week's topic, you guys have seen what it is, so I'm gonna talk about it on my perspective. Dysphoria. Hmm. Um, do I experience it in large quantities? No. Um, am I really dysphoric? I wouldn't entirely say so, no. Not anymore. Or really ever. I'm a very, I mean, if you watch my channel, you'll see this. I'm a very lenient, versatile person as far as when it comes to myself. Um, I mean, it's easy for me to make the best of a situation so that I can overcome obstacles. And being in transition, that's it's an obvious factor is to learn patience. Um, no, I'm not extremely dysphoric. I went to boot camp for the military as a female, looking the way I do now, and it didn't work out because I'm a tranny, but it didn't work out for other reasons. But um, you can watch the spill on my page. But um, if I do feel dysphoric, it's usually because I haven't mastered the mannerisms yet of a male. I still try to talk with my hands, or the deflection in my voice when I talk is a little feminine. It makes me look like a homosexual male. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I would like to just be perceived as male. But I mean, that's how I perceive myself, as male, and I would like to have the world perceive me as that way. So, I'm working on it, but it's not that big of an issue to me. Um, I'm celibate. I've been celibate for a while now, and that doesn't mean abstinent. I do masturbate, and sometimes sometimes when I masturbate, I feel extremely sad afterwards. I've even cried a couple times, and it's not just because it's not so much the entirety of, oh damn, I don't have a penis. Um, it it reminds me that I am alone, and how difficult it is to find somebody that will love me for me as me, and not see me as a tranny. If that makes sense. So that is my dilemma. Is I guess my dysphoria would be people not seeing me as I perceive myself. When you look at perceptions, you have the way you see yourself, you have the way people see you, but what you have is the way you perceive how people see you. So the way people actually see you, you probably don't even know, honestly. You think you know. And I have the way I perceive myself, and then in my mind, I think that's the way people should perceive me, but I think that people perceive me as feminine on my bad days, or they see me as a girl. Because I still, I have an ass for miles. Um, People love my butt. When I was female, it was like extra big and juicy, even when I was like super skinny. And it's not a bad quality, but as a man, trying to be extra masculine to overcompensate, whatever it is we do, it's kind of like, damn, I got this ass, and yeah, it's nice if I was comfortable in my body, but I'm not. I should have a flat inward ass like a white male. Who would want that? I don't know, and it's not that I want it, but it's what I expect. So when people, things like, things that are feminine characteristics, they bother me. It doesn't bother me to have a vagina. It doesn't, I don't like my chest, that's a given. It would be nice not to have to fucking bind every day. I'm not gonna walk around with fucking moobs, so I do want to get them puppies chopped off. But having them when I shower and stuff, it's not entirely the end of the world. Some days it is. But for the most part, like I said, you learn to adapt and keep a grip on things. So, that's dysphoria for me. The worst case is crying after masturbation, but other than that, I'm pretty chill about it. So yeah. Um, but yeah, if you want to know more about the whole military thing, you can find my channel. It's Mr. Ashton Renee. And yeah, all right, I'll catch you guys later.